when I work out, we might as well throw gym in there as an addiction. Some of y'all might.
I'm addicted to gyms, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Now, I don't work out like I used to, but bro, look at, bro. I stopped working out now. All right, we got Tommy G again, the Tommy G guy, the Tommy NFG guy, and this is the age of addiction, bro. What? Okay.
These have always been a thing in this world, and it's inevitable people get them. Each generation has had a different set of ones affect them more compared to the next. Boomers were more addicted to cigarettes and alcohol, being the victim of the tobacco industry and having them pay off doctors to say things like this.
You know, this night work's kind of rough, isn't it? That's right. But a Camel's always a pleasure.
Yes, folks, the pleasing mildness of a Camel is just as enjoyable to a doctor as it is to you or me.
But hey,
promoting that to a doctor and stuff crazy.
It's all good. They made it for that stress by beating their millennial children for asking them to get a toy. Millennials and Gen X are more addicted to alcohol and prescription drugs, and also posting the most cringe content you'll ever see on TikTok. I guess that's what happens when you were the victim of the generation that would beat you just because. You know what? If they're having fun on their side of the internet, I'm happy for them. And of course, we end up with the dump of all that, which is Gen Z. But I think we're kind of different because before
What is the Gen Z, bro?
You have to do a little more searching.
I know what the Gen Zs are.
The past generations to get that addiction. You know, like have the money to buy a cigarette or alcohol. But now because of the digital age, it's made it almost impossible for Gen Z to not have an addiction. The amount of people in Gen Z who just have an addiction casually and we act like it's normal is kinda insane. We were the first test group of the internet's effect on a younger generation, and now that everyone's on the internet 24/7, like 90% of people have an addiction
because of the internet.
So I want to talk about all the ones that are getting pushed and more amplified with us, I would say. And we could start off with food. Okay, food didn't start with us, and Gen Z isn't even the fattest generation, but because of online ads and social media ads, it's very easy to push. We haven't even paid attention to the
what was that?
thought of how many food delivery apps we have. Bro,
what?
Growing up, I haven't even paid attention to the thought of how many food delivery.
Only ones I know is that and that. All the ones I know is DoorDash and Uber Eats. I don't know. I do not know what is that, Mr. What? Is that Mr. Burgers? What is Just Eat? What is this? Potatoes or something? What that pop? Okay. What? I only know these two, bro. These are the only two I know. These are the only two I know. I don't know nothing else.
Apps we have. Bro, growing up, I remember the most you could deliver to your house was a pizza. It would be late night, and if you were craving something and didn't want to drive to an actual physical location, your ass.
Boy, they would, they'll call, hey, bro, I missed them days, bro. They'll come, bro. Where my dad used to ask me and my brother what we want for dinner, bro. At night, bro. It was like, order pizza. Let's get pizza. Yeah. Dad, order pizza. All right, pizza. He'll get them 2-liter sodas, and we just be, in the room just playing games, and dad bring them in. There y'all go. Hey, yo, like I said, I don't know, bro. Hey, bro. Good life, boy. Woo. Dad bring them things in. Here y'all go, eat, enjoy, and like dad go back in there. His room, sleep and all that while we in there. Eating, playing, chilling, all that good stuff, bro. I miss them days, bro. Good day, good time.
Had to order some Domino's or Papa John's. I know it had to suck working at one of those places back then though, because the amount of prank calls that would go viral on YouTube of people just trolling them was astronomical. Like this channel Ownage Pranks used to go.
Oh, bro, I remember this, bro. It was one on about like the newspaper. Like, hey, I want to see my newspaper. That was so funny.
A1 back in the day. Bro would spout the most stereotypical racist accent to a worker and ruin their day. And you don't even need the delivery apps anymore. If you just download the fast food apps, they get it delivered.
Wait, they do that? Bro, I do not know. Oh, I didn't know Zaxby do that. We might be in.
For you. You got your Chick-fil-A's, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Food, Chipotle. Wait, what? Yeah, believe it or not, that was a real delivery service app until it got taken down. I wonder how such a family-friendly thing could violate Apple's terms of service. And if you download one of these food apps, you could save like half your costs by using them. They make it easier than ever to get big backed because they'll give you the best deals ever that for some reason they don't offer if you don't order on the app. And quarantine at my biggest back is I was trapping off that McDonald's app getting a free large fry with a $1 purchase. You got with 2 million McDonald's points who order basically every day for the past 4 years. At that point, do you get to meet Ronald McDonald or something? Because that has to deserve some type of reward. TikTok got to be the biggest influence for food nowadays though. Because how many times have you seen a food spot on TikTok and it's near you? And you think to yourself, well, damn, now I gotta try it to see what the hype is. With traveling nowadays, everyone's go-to when looking for food is going to TikTok to see what the people are saying is the best. I always think how insane Keith Lee's come up was, and it shows how big backed we really are. Because he quite literally will go to a food spot, give a review, and all it takes is a, god damn, that's good. And the whole restaurant is fully booked up for the
Bro, I promise you, bro. If that man say that's still good, bro, watch how many people run for it.
rest of the year. That's not a diss either, by the way, you know what I'm saying? We F with Keith Lee over here. And then you got those mukbang videos that became popular where they're eating gargantuan masses of food. I learned that some people watch these because they want to feel like they're literally eating the food, but their stomach can't.
That's real? I didn't,
take it, so they watch someone else do it. I don't know what the f is wrong with them. I just get sick and want to yak out a car window after looking at these. If you eating like this, you dead ass abusing your stomach wall lining. Next, we got vaping. For all the people who
bro, I don't see how people be, like I said, hey, y'all do y'all. I don't see like how y'all do the vaping thing. Like, bro, I think we looking like, hey, that's y'all thing. Hey, that's y'all. Y'all want to do the vape thing? Hey, all right, whatever, bro.
watch me and vape, I just want to let you know you're bigger than the vape. So do me a favor and put it down for your health now and your future. And pick up a cigarette like a real. I always find it so insane that our generation was bombarded with PSAs about smoking and the harmful effects of it. Everyone ended up thinking we wouldn't be affected by it as much and be a much more healthy generation. Until they released flavors with the name Mango Cherry Freeze and Fortnite carts that no one knows the origin of to change minds instantly. I knew our generation was gonna be the
bro. When I saw Family Guy did the episode of it, bro, it was crazy, bro. I'm like, yeah, it's over with.
most addicted to it when I would walk in the school bathroom and casually see two in a stall with clouds of smoke coming out of it. And you'd have some dude.
No, that's for real. Do they do that? Do kids? Do they? I thought they got what's kid be bringing in vape and stuff. That's crazy.
On lookout, paying attention to the sound of the jingling of keys to tell if a staff member was around or not. Then they start fumbling around and waving the smoke around to try to hide it. I didn't even know how bad it was at first though, until I found out kids in elementary school are doing it too. As a kid in elementary school, where the f are you getting the money to even afford that? Are you selling your rare Fortnite skins or something, then ordering them on eBay? According to statistics, 3.5% of middle schoolers in America vape as well. Low-key, we gotta bring back those scary anti-smoking ads. Because I remember when I was a kid being
I like, we gotta bring them back, man. Like, they'll stop them.
terrified of the thought of smoking. They would show the diagram of a healthy lung versus smoker lung, and I would have nightmares for the rest of the week. And no, you can't quit at any time. If you're somebody that has to sit there and reason with your friends,
I don't have nightmares of them things. I just know, like, just don't do them, bro. Like, don't smoke, bro. Don't smoke. That's all. Hit the gym and work out.
it's like you're making a deal on Wall Street that you
I'm addicted to working out.
And then let me introduce you to the last stage of grief, acceptance. It's okay to accept the fact that the rest of your friends are gonna live amazing, willingful lives until 80, 90, or 100. And at 40, you're gonna drop randomly in your kitchen after those Mango Cherry Freeze chemicals reach your heart. And weed smokers, where y'all going? Cause y'all ain't safe from this either. In general, I think out of a weed smoker and vape smoker, the weed smoker is usually more healthy. Mainly because the product doesn't have mysterious chemicals imported from a factory in Beijing. Nowadays though, they be lacing the hell out of that weed, so I don't even know about that anymore. You could be picking up what you think is some regular Zaw from your local dealer, and it ends up being laced with fent, raccoon, and pee. The most annoying thing about weed smokers is they do the same thing as vape smokers, saying they can quit at any time, but they'll also
I'm pretty sure they can't.
argue with you, saying it makes them more productive. And they'll bring up successful people that do it as an example, like, I don't know, Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa. The person saying it though, 99% of the time is never productive. Like, you ask them what they did through the week, and it's take a shower once, rage on Valorant, goon to Sophie Rain, then smoke 7 times. If you're not one of those productive people using it, then you can't say it. And you'll also never be as productive as someone sober in that time. It's so bad, you got who will work the whole week, and then half of their paycheck is going to some rolling papers and that flight duck pack. I think the reason why the rise of addictions and smoking weed is because it's so easy to access nowadays. They got whole apps meant to deliver strains to people, and you can go on Snapchat and casually see 10 dealers in a 1-mile radius. Back then, people were scared of getting caught, especially when the internet wasn't a thing. Plus, it was a lot more penalized, so people didn't take the risk. Next, we got gooning. I already made a whole video on this, so we don't gotta spend a lot of time on this. But the algorithms nowadays, more than ever, are meant to fuel horniness. Like, have y'all ever opened your Instagram feed or TikTok feed and they're literally throwing it in your face? No matter how many times I click not interested, it doesn't work. I think they have the button there just for fun. The best platform I see optimized where
yeah, they do that. Yeah, they do that. I mean, they used to have like the hot tub stream thing, but on Twitch. And bro, I always put like not interesting, don't want to see it, and then especially like what that damn thing called Twitter app, Twitter X, bro. I just going to see what's going on, you know, see what all new things talking about in like whatever, like in the YouTube world, gaming world. But then they go like, oh Lord, bro, let me scroll through that. Not interesting. I don't want to see it, but they still they flooded my stuff with it now. I'm like, I don't want to see this.
I don't see it as YouTube because my algo was built brick by brick. It still happens though, trust me. Like somebody watched.
Oh yeah, I'm glad mine is not like that. Mine's more like, my algorithm is more like, you know, my algorithm is pretty much showing me more like it got anime. My algorithm got like anime, and then it got commentary channels and stuff like that. So I'm cool with that. And you know, some of the streamers, and yeah, you got me some of that, like some of those like stuff. But I'm glad my junk ain't all, you know what I'm saying? Cause I like I'm not trying to see none of that.
This probably got some freaky AI chatbot ad. But on Instagram and TikTok, they purposely don't listen to me. I just want one person to do some research on these algorithms and see if they got a horny piece of code written in there.
Hold on, now TikTok ain't like, well, I don't know. I know my TikTok algorithm, like I said, I upload my all my little video games, and TikTok pretty much show me all like the games I play, like pretty much people playing games, videos, and indie games and stuff. So I don't know. But that way TikTok be showing me though.
A lot of people also talk about why were we so sexual at a young age, which is kind of true, you know, when I think about it. It's a mix of things. One being the internet, although it's not as bad as now. Like a Gen Alpha kid with unmonitored access in 2025 is probably gonna win this corn at the age of 7. Probably a mix of us looking at these Disney stars when we were kids and thinking of some freaky. The crazy thing to me was the shift of how OF stars and corn stars were perceived. Back then, I remember when a girl got leaked, it was the worst thing to happen to her life. Like her whole...
Bro, I promise you, 9 days, bro, they just don't care anymore.
Sacred temple was exposed to the world. Or
they want it to be exposed now. They want their attention.
Somebody ousted us doing that line of work. They would never want that info out. But nowadays, if you see a link tree in that bio, it's like a Russian roulette of if you'll see an OnlyFans link or not. It's just a casual thing now to see someone naked online. Never in my life growing up, I would think someone I went to high school with would start one, but I'm about 0 to 3 wrong, so good thing I didn't put a bet on that. Oh, and speaking of bets, gambling is next. Parlays have by themselves ruined the financial dreams of millions of Gen Z. Because with parlays, it feels like you're not putting much up. And if you already hate your job or you're trying to make it out, you're gonna take the risk and throw in something you can lose, like $10 or $20. But that ends up adding up, and as you keep losing, you end up losing like half your week's salary over some stupid ass prediction. My opinion is sports gambling is way more of a problem for us than traditional gambling. Like I feel like that was the problem more back then. Although we definitely got our addicts for that too. Kick as a platform is pretty much meant as a funnel to stake where you can play slots to your heart's desire. Sports betting wouldn't even be that bad if everyone doing it actually had the disposable income too. But there should be no reason your whole paycheck is going on a bet. And it's really hard to stop because when you do get those wins, you always think you could get one potentially with another bet. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been getting a whole lot more of sports betting app ads a lot. It makes no sense too because I live in Texas. I can't even gamble here. So why are they even pushing it here when it's banned? Like it makes 0 sense to me. It's almost like they...
I don't really be seeing the gambling stuff on mine or whatever, you know.
Oh, people can use VPNs to do it anyways. And they be giving some crazy crazy ass bonuses just for you to join and make a single bet. Like, who wouldn't take a free $100 to bet for just a tiny risk of forever being indebted to the app and watching every single one of the 500 bets you made in the past week? Just a tiny risk though. The sports betting industry growth is so insane when you look at the chart. Just 7 years ago, it was only $209 million, and now it's around $4 to $6 billion. If this ain't an indication of a recession, then I don't know what is. People's doing anything to get money. I guarantee there's some dads out there risking their paycheck and if their kids get to eat just to see if the bet will hit of LeBron getting over 40 points in a game. Next, we got caffeine. And it's time to be open and honest, yo.
I don't even drink none of them caffeine type stuff, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
This is probably the thing I match closest with. My excuse is, though, I only take pre-workout on days I work out, which is 5 days in a week. Not really a good excuse, though, but trust me, I could quit anytime. I just need a little powder sprinkled in my toothpaste to get my bones jolting. Caffeine addiction is probably the easiest one to get because when you're tired in a day and need a little boost, it's one of the few legal substances you can take to boost your energy.
But my partner, he loves drinking them energy drinks, the Monster drinks, whatever. I'm like, bro, you need to like lay off on them things, bro. That joker be drinking them things, like, bro, we just be chilling, like he need one, bro. And bro, that thing be getting him going, like, bro, you probably need to chill off them things. I be telling this dude, yo, bro, chill off them things, bro. Like, they good, bro.
Sadly, they banned the original Coke formula, but I've heard there's ways
so
to get around
funny.
it. It also doesn't help that on TikTok, people will post their favorite coffee recipes or drink they got at Starbucks. Then people run to the store to get the exact same one to see what the hype is about. Everybody all of a sudden also started drinking matcha and making matcha everything. Matcha coffees, matcha pancakes, matcha noodles. A couple of years ago, would have seen something like this and fried you on the internet for even having it. But now all you gotta do is post the trying matcha noodles on TikTok and people will love it just because it's matcha. Where the f did all this matcha talk come from though? Like, matcha is cool to me, but how did they get to the point where we're facing potential global shortages of it because everyone's having it? Also, having energy drinks is more commonplace now. Like, I remember in the past, if you
I said I got one of my partner be drinking that right now too. I'm like, bro, stop drinking all these things.
told someone you was drinking energy drinks, they thought you were cooked, providing for 4 different families on a one-man salary while getting 4 hours of
But
sleep.
he only drank one of those though.
Every company now, for some reason, has their own line of energy drinks. Like, who is dead ass drinking the toxic waste energy drink? And
Sonny even got one.
the Sonic the Hedgehog energy drink. Actually, that last one might not be too bad. Might just have me a grab it. I think caffeine addiction is also rising too because a lot more people are sleep deprived nowadays. It's a blessing for real if you can get 8 full hours of sleep in this time. So when people are tired, they say, why not? Let me just get one energy drink for the day. There is a very big risk with it though, and we can't forget. Energy drinks have only been getting used a lot more in the past 2 decades, so we still don't have long-term studies on their effects. And there's even tragic cases about it, like the case of Katie Donnell. Katie Donnell was a 28-year-old teacher and fitness enthusiast, and she always tried to live a healthy lifestyle and had a lot of caffeine through the day as one of the things. She would have 3 energy drinks.
Yeah, see, my partner drunk one of these, bro. I'm like, bro, stop drinking these things, bro. You know these things ain't good. I think they said they ain't good for your heart or something like that. Ain't good for your heart or your health. It's one of the two. So, but he like said he don't drink them like that. But every time I see him, like, bro, he know how I get, bro. Stop drinking these things, bro. You know I don't play that.
A day and a caffeine supplement on top of that before going to the gym.
Oh, yeah, okay.
By the way, the recommended max amount of caffeine you're supposed to have in a day is 400 milligrams. Depending on how much caffeine those drinks had, she could have been having like 2x or 3x the daily limit. But even if they were smaller amounts, I think we can all agree that just the sound of having 3 energy drinks a day is insane. And in 2021, Katie had a heart attack and had to be put in the hospital.
Yeah, man. But she took something else with her though. My partner, he just be drinking them things, bro. Stop.
Where 10 days later, she sadly passed away from the effects of it. So if you're near having 3 drinks a day, it might be time to reconsider how many you're having. The best schedule for people that do want to have caffeine is 5 days a week with at least 2 days off it. The more you have it, the more tolerant you get to it. So it's always better to have a little reset just so the effects still hit. It's also a problem too that kids are now starting to have energy drinks. When Prime released its energy drinks, there was parents complaining that their
I tried to drink some, man. Prime, hey, yo, like I said, it probably tastes good to some people, then it probably don't, you know what I'm saying? Me, I don't know, man. I don't know. It is. I don't know. I don't know. It ain't for me. It ain't for everyone. That's all I can tell you. It ain't for everybody.
Kids were having them and it was causing problems. I don't know what type of stress these is even going through to be having energy drinks. I only started drinking them after having some adult type responsibilities. Before 18, I wasn't having them. And once again, parents strike again at not monitoring their kids, because how do they even get access to these energy drinks? Since I said I only have them when I work out, we might as well throw gym in there as an addiction. Some of y'all might
I'm addicted to gyms, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Now I don't work out like I used to, but I bro, look at, bro. I stopped working out now. I stopped working out, bro. I stopped working out. Oh my god, bro. I love to work out, bro. It's good. It's just, you know, ain't nothing wrong with working out now, bro. Keep, bro. But I had to stop because I see how my like, I guess my ego and stuff was going. So I'm like, yeah, bro, I gotta cut this out a little bit. Cause I didn't like where they were heading. I see where they were going. I see where it was going.
I think it's odd that gym is here, but if you see how fitness social media is now, you know how bad it can get. There's been a lot more of a rise.
Yeah, I wasn't like none of that. I just like, I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like the, you feel me? I like to show them what, you feel me? But at the same time, like I see. I you know, like every time I get in the mirror, I'm like, I see what I'm doing, bro. I don't like it. I see what my body is doing, but I don't like it. So that's what I slowed down and stopped for.
And gym influencers since 2020. I'm glad the gym is becoming way more popular though, because in general it's good for everyone's health. But the lengths some people take to look like some of the influencers online is unbelievable. It's universally known now that a lot of influencers online straight up use performance enhancing drugs to look the best. One of the biggest cases I would say is The Rock. Everyone knows for his physique at his age, it's almost impossible for him to look like this without taking some type of performance enhancing drug. He always denies it and says he doesn't use them, which no one believes. Because when your job is to look the best, a lot of these influencers and celebs feel like they have no choice but to take them to keep up with everyone. And people in the gym community point out all the time who may be fake or real. One of the biggest gym influencers on YouTube's job is literally predicting from years of experience what influencer or celeb transformation is real or fake. But even if the influencers
my body more like lean and shredded. No, it's like lean and cut and shredded. I see some, yeah, bro. See, you can tell when you see, bro. I was so into that stuff, bro. Like the rest of the protein. I had my proteins in there. I still got some of my BCAA and all that stuff, bro. All that stuff. I got my. Bro, I got my work thing right here, my weight thing. That thing weighs on. That thing got a weight on it now. I got that, bro. I bring that to the gym when I'm working out. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man.
doing it are natural. It's never good to compare yourself because their entire job is meant to look good. Like, they can spend hours at a time in the gym every day to look like that. Meanwhile, the average person usually gets out of school or work and can have 1 or 2 hours max. And it leads to people thinking they have to take the same drugs those influencers are taking. Nowadays, there's people who will show their journey through taking steroids or testosterone casually. I guess it's kind of good they're being honest, but like, can you imagine people did this for any other drug? Imagine a meth addict showing their journey of taking it through the years.
See, people don't want to go through the right way, man. I'm more of a dude like, yo, you got to go through the right way. See, I ain't been, yeah, bro. If I go back in that thing, boy, boy, dangerous over here. But see, I slow down though. I slow down, bro. Bro, if I can find like one of my pictures and post that Joker, bro, I'm dangerous.
And the people taking these drugs are getting younger and younger because they look up to these guys, ruining their whole body before it even got time to fully develop. It's okay to accept the fact that you probably won't reach their level, and if you do, it'll just take you significantly longer, which is fine. Like, bro, you got decades of your life to reach that type of build if you want to. You don't gotta rush it when you're young. And the reality is, you probably won't even want to keep up with that type of physique because it'll be too much work. The last category we got, which 90% of
I do dips. Bro, I do like dips, like, what is it, 1 set of 100? Yeah, bro, that's crazy, bro. Them deals I do like that's just a warm up. That's just my warm up. And then I get my dumbbells. I go light, I do like one. Oh, is it 1 rep or 5 or something like that? And then I do my little push up. I don't do push up. I don't do my push up like this. No, I don't like how I don't like. You see. Wait. You see how I got my hand? I don't like putting my hand like that. I like doing it like this when I'm like, you know what I'm saying, doing the push up. Like, yeah, bro. Don't get me started, bro. Don't not get me started, bro. Cause I'm very picky with my stuff.
My audience will relate to is unemployment. Unemployment is the new cool lifestyle that everyone's getting into.
I'm 34.
34? Okay, what do you do?
I am a risk taker. I'm a road runner. I'm an entrepreneur.
I mean, think of it. You can nibble off of someone else's work for free while laying down on a couch and watching your favorite TV show. Society's become so cooked that anyone who quits their job or anyone who's applied to more than 5 and got denied just give up and decide to live that lifestyle. You even mention the word job to certain and they start quivering in fear for their life. You know what? I'm feeling pretty evil today. Let's go ahead and go on a TOS run to get me packed out of here real quick. And I do want to put a disclaimer. What you're about to hear may be disturbing. Job. Employment. Working.
Oh.
Career. Business. Profession. Operation.
Get this man out of here. Get this man out of here now.
I feel free being able to say what I want. I feel like the world is in the palm of my hand. For some reason, even though it feels like no one is getting a job now, we're actually reaching low levels of employment, well, at least compared to 2020. Moment of silence for all my who were looking for a job during COVID. Glad that wasn't me, because God knows where I would be right now. The thing that's doomed Gen Z is as soon as finally started to get their degrees and get ready for the real world, AI had to advance at levels we never thought possible.
Dang, AI boy taking over, boy.
I'd have to make a video on just this alone. Man, we all thought AI would take jobs like fast food and have robots flipping burgers, but that's it. Now you got AI that can code entire websites for free. You got AI that automatically run YouTube channels and generate them unlimited money. And for us, it was a big rush of people getting STEM degrees because everyone was saying that was the speed run to get a 6-figure job. It's great to know that all those degrees are completely useless now that those jobs are taken by AI. So no wonder everyone's giving up and are embracing their unemployment. And when GTA 6 drops, mark my words, will quit their jobs just to have time to play this once-in-a-lifetime game. I'm truly scared for the job market in that moment. Hospitals are gonna be empty from doctors and nurses trying to finish the GTA 6 storyline. So anyways, that's about it. If you don't align close to any of the things I mentioned, then congrats, you're one of the special ones. Follow me on.
Well, I think I'm well, except for the gym. I know I'm on the gym part. I'm a gym guy. But I don't work out like that anymore, but I still say I'm gonna get back in the gym and like work out, but I'm not gonna be like working out like that anymore. So you know what I'm saying? So that, yeah, bro. I love hitting the gym, bro. I love, especially, see, the key is to eat healthy. That is the key. The key is to eat healthy. You want to keep your abs and stuff good. Trust me. I know, bro. I know, but you already know. Link in the description, all that good stuff, man.